right. Good morning. We're alive. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, gentlemen and ladies. If any ladies watching, and welcome to UkraineDating.tv, the world's first and only by the nation video platform that is designed for Western men to meet beautiful Slavic women and win the hearts of Ukrainian women. So, today's topic is what's the one thing Ukrainian women can't figure out about Western men? All right, let me play the video as I always do, and then we can discuss it.
Before I come to America, I didn't understand why so many American men came overseas to Ukraine to
Okay.
So for me it was very strange why men go so far away, spend so much money and etc. And today I understood why, because we have
She's based as hell. Ukraine. Super bass.
Continue on.
Yeah.
So I think because we have much bigger family values and we love to feel like a woman and we love to see the man like a man, and I think I'm a bit older than all of you girls, and I can tell you in my 36 years old, I love when men care about me. I love sometimes when he tell me what to wear, because it's a care, it's a love. How man else can show you the love? If he just want to fuck you, he don't care what you're wearing. Believe me, he don't care. He just come and you leave. But if he care about you, he tell you, baby, please do this, do that. So this is care, a care. This is kind of love. So just appreciate it.
Wow. That was amazing.
Well, there you have it, gentlemen. And yes, good morning, Dan, and good morning, Passport King. Hello. So, I was the one actually who picked this clip. Usually it's getting picked for me, but lately I want to get involved more into picking my own stuff, what to talk about. And there you have it, this lady. Well, she lives in US now, and obviously she has a husband. And the- so yeah, well, she mentioned one thing that what Ukrainian women, we like our men to be leaders. That's number one. We have traditional values where the man is the head of the house and the woman is the follower. It's not, but and again, I'm not saying that woman doesn't have a say in the relationship and the household. The woman makes a lot of decisions, obviously, especially when it comes to the household. She makes all the decisions there. Everything else outside, like man doesn't need to worry about groceries, buying groceries. Man just has to take her to the grocery store, and that's about it. And she does a lot, like in with my grandparents. My grandma was in charge of paying bills, cleaning the house, obviously doing laundry, cooking, all this kind of stuff. Plus, she did way more. And grandpa, he would give her the paycheck. Again, it was back in the day, like before I was even born. So, um, and he had total trust in her, and he made the big decisions, like if he needed to buy something big, or like he was a very handyman, so he was in charge of doing all that stuff. She was in charge of making a house into a home, which was very, like, my grandma's house is like just all the warm and good and cuddly and fuzzy memories I have. My home, on the other hand, where I live with my parents, nah, that was different. But point being is that, and like in America, I don't know, like in Canada, I don't see, like, I don't really see that many promiscuous women like dressing promiscuously. Um, I don't know, like maybe here in Calgary, where I'm from, you can't really wear anything too revealing because it's too cold, even in the summertime. But they really don't have that much of a sense of fashion, I guess. And again, because like Ukraine is in Europe, and everything is about fashion. But then I've been to US, I've been to Miami, and I don't know. I just, if I was a man, I would I wouldn't want my woman wear what they wear there, and just too much showing, too much of everything like popping out, and again, it's modern women, traditional women, no matter where they come from, they will be, they won't be so revealing and stuff. They will be conservative. There's nothing wrong with being sexy but classy. You can still look good without showing the goodies. And no respectful and high value man will allow his woman to be showing her goodies out there for everyone else to see. I know if I was a man, I wouldn't want that. It's like it's mine. Men, the way their brain works is like, my woman is not necessarily, like, I know the feminists will take it the wrong way, but the woman is my property in a way, because men are protective of what's theirs. Okay, and then if like if a woman just showing it out there for everyone to see, he doesn't feel secure in the relationship. He won't feel secure in the relationship. It's just, it's my perspective. Again, I don't know how everybody else feels about it, and we can argue about it. But again, I'm just here to tell you my personal opinion, nothing more, nothing less. I am a little opinionated. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. Uh-huh. Don't. Ooh, that thing changed. Ooh, interesting. Don't let the trolls trigger you. No, you know what? No, it's okay. That day I was very emotional, I guess, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm dealing with my emotions. Anyway, but before I continue, we have polls here, and the question of the day is, why do Western men come to Ukraine for a wife? So number one is traditional values, which is at 33% this time. Beauty and femininity is also at 33%. Family oriented mindset is 33%, and disappointment with Western women 0%. All right, so please vote, you guys. Really appreciate if you do. And also, matchguarantee.com/register for free. Check it out. See our beautiful women. And yeah, that's the thing about our women. And like I said, I don't want to say that all Ukrainian women are traditional. That's not the case. There are, you know, degenerates in every race, in every nationality. It's inevitable. You can't just, and it depends on the personality. But but, but most women are traditional because that's our culture. That's how we are raised till this day. Women are raised to be wives and mothers before anything else, because that's how we operate in Ukraine. Um, but again, I guess I have seen some, Ukrainian shows. My brother sends me some stuff, just for me to see what's been going on there, and then I see some of these shows, kind of like Big Brother, this kind of crap. But it's, again, that's younger generation also. And here with Match Guarantee, we really don't have many very young ladies. All the ladies that we have, they're like in their 30s and up, and they're all vetted. They're very carefully selected. Okay, because do you know how many women we have applying all the time? But that's why we have a good team, that psychologists and dating coaches and all the stuff, that we do an extensive research. We There's not just a few questions. Oh, what's your favorite color? And no, it's like huge questionnaire, and anyway. So now let me see what you guys have to say. What else? Hi Pat. And ooh, thank you. I do. I think I look cute. Yes. Fresh and bit are clowns, but they prove even a broken analog clock can be right at least twice a day. Yes, I know. I honestly, like I said, I watch these modern dating and some of these podcasts. I selectively, I don't follow these guys at all, but I do like that was also in another podcast, which they take out, little bits and pieces from other podcasts. Like I what I do research on modern dating, and this really caught my eye because even like my brother tells me that yeah, there are a lot of, even till this day, a lot of Canadians and American men that come to fight for Ukraine, or like just go and help out, like Red Cross and all this stuff. They're finding themselves good wives, and they take them back here or back to Ukraine, or even out of Ukraine to like to Poland, and because Ukrainian women are traditional women, and on top of everything, they're good looking women. And again, I'm not saying all Ukrainian women, but on average, if you go to Ukraine, like I know Svir said that, he's been to Ukraine, he hasn't seen that many good looking women, that they don't put makeup on. This, like, and like I said, at this point, the war is going on. The last thing on my mind would be, oh my gosh, I'm getting bombed. Let me just put some makeup on. Let me put some rouge on, just in case. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But back in the day, I like I would see women put lipstick on, just to even go take out garbage, which I put a little bit of lipstick on, but that's for you guys, I really don't. I As soon as the podcast is done, this comes off, which is the same thing, like other than the lip gloss. I mean, lipstick and some a little bit of what is it, bronzer I have, or whatever, blush. Anyway. Let's see what you guys. Okay, Canada is similar to US, and most women simply dress like the man. That's one thing, honestly. Passporting. When I first came here, I told you like that incident, or whatever, that experience, I should say, not an incident. When I see people wearing pajamas, like it was a cultural shock. I was just like, well, what? Like what? Like me personally, I sleep in pajamas or whatever. I sleep in a long t-shirt, sometimes PJs, depending how cold or hot it is. But I never sleep naked. I just don't like to. So as soon as I get up, I take it off. I fold it neatly, put it in its spot, and the same thing goes with like inside clothes. I don't wear outside, so, and outside I don't wear inside. As soon as I come home from the outside, I take it off again, fold it, and put it in its place, and yeah. So it was very weird to me, and even like, and now I see women like, okay, so I live in Calgary. For people that don't know, I live in Calgary in Canada, and we have this event that happens once a year, and it's called Calgary Stampede. So you know, your educated guess is probably right. It's all about with cowboys, horses, bulls, and all this kind of stuff, which is not something I really don't care for. Not my cup of tea. But I've been there twice because I like roller coasters and rides and all this kind of stuff, and then playing games, like when want some like stuffed animals. Anyway, and I actually gave them up to charity, for kids that in need. What the hell am I gonna do with a stuffed animal at my age anyway? And and it, it's been a while since I was there. I think the first time I was there was like in 2000, I think, two or something like this, and then the next time it was maybe 2007, or maybe, yeah, 2007, I think, or 6 and 7, anyway, or even 5, if I'm anyway. Bottom line is, but every single time this happens, if you go out to town, go to clubs, or you just go like 17th Avenue is like the main street here, or like the hip street where everything's happening, and a bunch of bombs are happening at this point, but anyway. And every single girl looks the same. I'm not even joking. Every single one of them, same top, same jean shorts, same top, same jean shorts. Like you can't even tell them apart. That's the thing. Like, but that's like I said, that's when Stampede happens. But they really don't stand out here. They're kind of like all blah, And I don't know, me personally, it's not that I like to stand out too much, no, but I like to dress nice, and especially if I'm out to town with my man and we go on a date, go for a coffee or something. If it was just on shopping, like I said, I wear tights, something comfortable, running shoes, and like a hoodie or something like this. Yes, like if I'm gonna be carrying groceries from the car and then back and forth, yeah. But if we're going out on a date, I make sure I have nice heels on, like I show off my curves, not don't have much curves, but I have a very slim, well, not slim, but athletic, slim body. So kind of proud of that. Not kind, I am proud of it. Okay, because I take care of myself, and that's the thing about Ukrainian women, that we also like to take care of ourselves. Most of them are slim. Yeah, of course, there are a little bit chubby ones there, like you've seen the one in the video. Um, but then again, you go to US, I've never seen. I've even in Canada here too. It's just the sizes, the portions of the food. I thought in Canada it was like the portions were huge, but then I went to US and I was just astonished. I was like, I, it could last me at least 3 days, full meals, like one portion. I was shocked. I was freaking shocked. I'm like, how can the one person eat that much? I understand I'm a big, huge man that works hard, like digging holes all day, like I don't know, doing construction or like doing actual physical work all day, and that's his meal. I do understand that, but for a woman to eat that much, that's wrong. I mean, I again, it it's I don't. Hmm, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even explain. It's shocking, honestly. But then again, you go to US, everybody's got diabetes and heart failure and then this and then that, and it's like, well, yeah, it's because you eat garbage. Like most of the food in US is just poison anyway. So one thing I well, a lot of things I miss about Ukraine. It's a beautiful country, but then again, Canada's gorgeous too. But one thing I miss, the main thing I miss about Ukraine, besides my family, is the food. The food is like homegrown. First of all, it was all whole grown, homegrown whole, homegrown. No pesticides, no herbicides, and all this garbage. Like I would just go in the morning and just wake up, go pick some fruits, apricots, whatever, cherries, and just sit there. I wouldn't even just wash them. The rain already washed it, and I just eat it like that right off, like big cucumbers, like tomatoes. Just eat all this healthy food. That's why Ukrainian women look younger than their age. Also, like I was on their website. I told you a couple of weeks ago with my man, and we were just browsing the ladies, and the older they get, the younger they look. I guess not many get all this facial, injections and like all this fake stuff. Um, Again, I have nothing against it because it doesn't bother me. Like it's nobody's forcing me. Nobody ties me down and does it to me. But when I see, and especially in the younger generation nowadays, women like in their 20s, and they start putting all this stuff, Botox, and I just don't understand why. Again, this, I guess, Western, if you want to call culture or maybe non-culture, that putting so much pressure on women where they start getting these BBLs and boobs and lips and all this stuff. It's like it's they're kind of like, it feels like they're all manufactured at this point. If you know what I mean. It's like I've been to Miami. They all look the same. Like I don't know. Haven't been to California. And don't want to. I actually really don't. um, they all look the same. Like if 1 out of 20 stands out that doesn't have all the plastic surgeries in her, that's wow. but they all look the same, like all same kind of outfits, all the same kind of hair, all the same boobs and like asses and all this kind of stuff. It's like looking like Barbie dolls. But that's what Irina calls them, like these human Barbie dolls or whatever it is that she says. But again, let's see. Let me see. Okay. Do. Okay, yes. Canada is similar to US. Yes, I just did that one. Right. Okay. I would say mostly the first three reasons. Yes, then I agree with you. The mostly, yeah. Okay. I get attracted to the ladies in their 30s and up. Good. Well, I mean, depends on how old you are, right? If you were 15, I'd say there's something wrong with you. But then again, when I remember when I was a kid, I had a crush on this one singer who was in his 30s, and I was like 14, I think. So your makeup is so minimal that you wouldn't know that you're wearing any at all. Well, yeah, I mean, like I really don't need to. Like, yeah, I just cover a little pimple here and there. I gotta break out because it's that time of the month. Not that you needed to know, but now you do. So there. In the Western nations, that's called lazy fashion style. What's the absolute least they can do without any effort? Yeah, and I also see like I mean, I haven't seen it here, and I no wait, I did. I've seen women wearing the like shower caps, but they're not plastic. Like what is it called? Bonnets or whatever. Anyway, I've seen women wear this, and I'm thinking, well, isn't that like a shower cap? Why are you wearing it outside? Again, this is still strange to me. I've been here in May, it will be 26 years that I'm here, and I'm still, but I'll never get used to it. It's just weird to me. Okay. You say we don't play at mealtime. Yeah, I say, I say, you say, yeah, right. All right. I think the word you were looking, the word, yes, gluttony, exactly. Isn't it? It's one of the sins, right? Gluttony, which is one, oh, yes, there you go. There you go. You were right. Yeah. Well, I actually watched this. Who was this? I think it was like one of the preachers or something. Anyway, and he was saying that the how the devil entices us. The number one, um, not the sin, but yeah, what he entices with is not even the money; it's the food, because food is a necessity. Money isn't, in a way. It's you know, uh, in a way, it is a necessity, but not really. But without food, you won't survive. Without money, yeah, you probably can, especially here in Canada and US. Somehow, but without food you can't survive. So, and again, it's to how I was raised. Well, first of all, when I was growing up, I told you I grew up in USSR, and everybody was equally poor. So we would I remember we would get coupons each month, and then we had to cut them out. We go and get like a liter of like sour cream, and then we get milk, and that just that many coupons per month. So if you use them up, like kind of like food stamps, I guess, in US. I'm guessing. So I'm just that I don't know, but yeah, that's what I think. But anyway, so yeah, and I remember my parents didn't want to stand in these huge lineups, and so they would send me to stand in the lineup for like a couple of hours, and then just roll up on me when I'm almost at the end. So, um, anyway, so that's why we never really like overate, because we didn't have the food. And if you look at the rest of the world compared to the Western world, like obesity is not that it's not that common. But anyway, that's besides the point. Okay, the point is that Ukrainian women like to stay in shape. They take care of themselves. They dress. They can dress sexy yet classy. No need to show off stuff, And back to when she said, when the man says, when he tells you don't not to wear something, like, Ukrainian women, you don't have to tell her not to wear anything, because they know exactly what to wear, what they can wear, what they shouldn't wear. Okay, like, and when the man tells the woman, like I said, my grandpa would tell my grandma what to do, even though my grandma is very opinionated, very self-sufficient. She was making good money too. She was making just a little bit less than my grandpa. Okay. So, and he would tell her what to do, because he was the head of the family, and she was okay with it, because that's exactly what you said. It's care, like, if the man cares about you, he doesn't want you to make bad decisions, especially if you guys are a union. He doesn't want you to go, or like, spend money on, I don't know, a purse. Like, I recently learned about these bags, and it's from, I don't have TikTok again. I only watch stuff on YouTube, and then they have these TikToks, blah blah blah. So these women talk about Birkin bags. So I looked it up, and I was floored. I was shocked how much those things are, and they're freaking ugly. And they all look the same, just a different color. Every freaking bag looks the same, different color. Kind of like Air Jordans. They all look the same, just different colors. I mean, there's no originality other than playing with colors. Really, that's why I never understood these Air Jordans. Whatever, my brother loves this stuff. Ugh. I like Adidas. I don't, but Nike. I do like Nikes, but just not. Well, I actually prefer Pumas. Out of all the shoes, I prefer Pumas anyway. They're most comfortable. Nike's not as comfortable as Pumas. But so yeah, those purses, and a used one that's like 5, 6, 7, 10 years old. It's like $30,000. And then I looked up the original prices. They're over $100,000. And I was like, why in the fudge would you even want? Why would you want to buy this? Like, in some places you can buy like a condo for $100,000. Depends on where it is. Like, maybe in the smaller town somewhere, you could probably just buy the whole entire apartment paid off for $100,000, and it's $100,000. That's just a starting point. So I was just I was just astonished. Why would women want to buy this? And then, even if my man had the needs, even if he was a billionaire, I wouldn't buy it, because it's ugly. It's just ugly. I never understood this mentality where women just chasing after, oh, this brand name or this brand name, and this, and like, oh, okay, I need this amount, wedding, like, engagement ring, it's like 25,000, $30,000 engagement ring. You're walking down the street, sometimes walking in a dark alley, like going to your car, a bomb will hit you over the head, and like, you even chop your hand off just to get that ring if it doesn't come off. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And that's the difference between Ukrainian women. Like, if we have that much money, right? We won't go and spend it on Birkin bags, or like jewelry and stuff. We will invest it, or the worst case scenario, leave it in the savings and just not touch it, because our mentality is like, we need to be prepared for the rainy day. And believe me, everybody in their lifetime will have that rainy day. Even it doesn't matter how rich you are. Sometimes things happen, shit happens, okay? And when you're just going around spending money on useless things, and thinking like, investing in plastic surgery is not investment. It's a waste of money. Again, money is a tool where it gets you where you need to be. And if you think that you need to be in a place where you have like 50% of your body's plastic and whatever kind of injections you have. I think it's just a waste of money. And like I said, and of course, I'm not saying that all Ukrainian women have the same mindset as me. I'm pretty sure that they don't. I'm a different kind of product. Everybody's got their own personalities, their character, their values in a way. But our core values is the well-being of our family, the well-being of our kids, of our husband, of our parents, of his parents, because that's how we are raised. I still take care of my family to this day. I mean, I haven't, like, I take care of my grandma at this point. Actually, my boyfriend um, helps me out with that. So, um, and that's the core values, core beliefs that we have. That family comes first. Everything else is extra. What you really need in life is that you have a roof over your head. Your bills are paid. You have food on the table. You have clothes on your back. You don't need to have that many clothes anyway. When I was growing up, and we, like I said, we were not rich. We were on the poor side, and I had two outfits for school. Like I had two pairs of pants. One was for the winter time, and one was for the warmer times. I had the same pair of shoes. Actually, well, two. One winter boots, yes, and then summer. Like that's all I had, and two, three tops. For each season. So I mean, two seasons. So like six, maybe 10 altogether. Like a few sweaters that actually my great grandma knitted for me. Not They were not bought in the store. We had saved every single penny. We did not buy stuff. Like my dad didn't even believe in buying me toys when I was a kid because he thought it was a waste of money. He bought me books. So I'm forever grateful for my dad. In a way, he was very strict, so he molded me in the person that I am. I'm strong and I am independent, but at the same time, um, around my man, I'm always feminine, but around him, I'm vulnerable, and I'm opening up, and I don't have to act so tough. Um, and now that I'm dealing with my emotions and going to therapy, like I cry. I never used to really cry. I always have held all this stuff in me, but now finally, kind of like breaking down the walls. But anyway, so let's do. Yes, look. Oh yeah, okay. Passport king. Yes, looking like walking and talking sex dolls. Yes, exactly. I think it's cheaper to buy a sex doll nowadays. I think you can buy one for 10 grand and they don't really talk back to you. Then you're 38. Yeah. So I guess yeah, that's women in 30s perfect for you, obviously. And Ukrainian women, we like older men. That not by too much older, but in some cases, even 20 years is okay. um I mean, if the guy is taking care of himself, he's healthy, yeah, someone who's unhealthy, 20 years older, no, why would we want to be with that man? Like, if we don't have any future, if in like a few years, like, we're gonna have to take care of him for the rest of his life, like, then there's no point. But if a man takes care of himself, he works out, and again, doesn't like I don't have to go working out, times a week, 6 times a week for 3 hours, and have six pack. No, like me personally, I'm not even attracted to that. I don't like it. I don't like big buff guys, with the all juiced up. It's a big turn off for me. Like it's bleh. I'm not even joking. I don't know if I should use the word despise, but it's the same kind of idea as the women with fake stuff in them. For me, it's like looking at men that do steroids. It's repulsive to me. I just don't like it. Every single vein is popping out, compensating for something. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just weird. I like natural bodies. A little bit of belly you got, good. got some love handles, good. I like it. I like natural. Okay, because even if you go back to like Vikings, they were big, strong men, and they were just raw strength. None of this, like they ate meat, potatoes, and they were all natural. And I mean, not just Vikings, they just brought them as an example, but you get my point. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so you guys, come on, only 3 votes. Vote some more. There's 8 of you. Okay. Yes, they call bonnets. Right, right. I was right. Okay, let's see. Do. I'm told in US good food is more expensive than garbage. In Canada, fresh food is cheaper but requires a bit of work to prepare. Exactly. Well, but honestly, like I said before, I do not eat outside food. I just don't. I don't like it. There are only very few places where I'm okay with grabbing food. There's this one shawarma place here owned by Iranian people. Old, elder, well, not elderly, but older couple. Very, very nice, very good people. Like, it's just pleasure to deal with them. She's always working. The place is always clean. It's just right here. I can walk there. Again, sometimes if it's on the fly and I've been busy all day and didn't have time to cook, then we'll grab it just to, you know, it happens once a month, maybe once a couple of months, and then um my man wants to take me to a steakhouse. I have not had meat other than I made the pelmeni, which is they're like pierogies but with meat. So I made those from scratch. It's easy to make, but it's time consuming. It took me a couple of hours to make how many? I think I made like maybe 50, 60 of them. I still have some in the freezer, so I think there's like 10 left in the freezer. Um, yeah, once you make them, you just pop them in the freezer, and then whenever you feel like, just it's like cooks like pasta, really. It's just dumplings, just and boiling water. 5 minutes is done. Yummy. Anyway, so I I don't even buy like pre-cut, pre-cooked like stuff, because no, I buy everything fresh. I like to cut all my vegetables. Actually, for a couple of days we went to Costco because my farmers market was already closed by then and needed some vegetables. I got some tomatoes and cucumbers because I love tomato and cucumber salad on daily, and I was all out of broccoli, so got some broccoli which is frozen, and it's not the same. It's okay. It's still broccoli. I like it. I love this. I guess broccoli is one of my favorite. Cucumber, broccoli, and zucchini, and yeah. Anyway, so yeah, everything it's time consuming, right? To cook from scratch, of course. But then again, I control what I put in my food, what kind of spices I put. There's no preservatives in it. It's all healthy. Because if you go and eat somewhere else, you don't know what they really put in there. I've worked in the kitchens before. Some of the kitchens, I was disgusted when I see that. I quit because I couldn't even do. Oh my gosh, it's so windy. I thought somebody was trying to break in. Oh, sorry, you guys. Anyway, oh my gosh. Yeah, Chinook is here, so that's why. Mm. But and yeah, so some of the restaurants I've seen is just like disgusting. I couldn't even believe like how are they still even work like open and stuff, right? And again, I grew up, everybody cooked, like all the females in my family. My great grandma, she was an amazing cook. She made preservatives, like jams and like and compotes and all sorts of stuff, like all sorts of stuff, pickles, pickled tomatoes. Ooh, I love pickled tomatoes. Actually went to Russian store, got some pickled tomatoes, can't wait to eat them. marinated mushrooms. We would go mushroom foraging, dry mushrooms, marinated mushrooms. Mwah. So good. Love mushrooms. And it's back home. The food is, and I still live to this day. I'm not. I don't like going out to restaurants. First of all, I think they're overpriced. That's number one. Number two, I don't. There's really no restaurants out there that I like, but my boyfriend wants to take me to for a steak because my doctor told me that I should start eating meat, and I'm still kind of I don't know. I've never had a steak in my life. I've had shish kebab. My grandpa used to make shish kebab, so he's doing his research what to take me because because it's been well, other than the pelmeni, I haven't had meat in 26 years now, so almost 26 years. Other than that time, I had a few just to have the taste to see how good it was. Anyway, let's see. Okay, so okay, Birkin bags. Okay, let's see. Birkin bags are the status symbol for women with low self-esteem. Yeah, those are the women that I usually have like 5 pounds of injections in their face, 10 pounds here, 10 pounds in the back, and it's like, and they consider themselves high value. Like, see, that's the difference between Ukrainian women. We think our value is in our tradition. On we're family oriented. We're feminine. Okay. Um, we follow our men. So like I said, the man is the leader in the household. It's not the other way around. We don't act masculine. We act feminine. We take care of the household. We're there for our men. We never emasculate them. We support them all the time, and don't like to argue. Like, I've never seen my grandparents argue once. I think they argued because of me when I was in my teenage years and acting out and stuff, because grandpa wanted to discipline me, but grandma said, leave it up to me, because my grandma could slap me. So that was it. Anyway, so yeah, that's the difference between Western society and then like Eastern European, where, like I said, I see that here in the Western society, men have become, well, what's the word I'm looking for? Like this man in a way, and it's like you know what really blew my mind when I found out there's such a thing after I heard Trudeau, that idiot talk, that he's a feminist. What the what? What is that? Like, I don't understand. Okay, well, originally what feminism is the equal rights for men and women. Okay, I understand some of it. Yeah, equal rights, yes, but we're still not equal. No matter how you spin it, we're not equal, just even physically, it's not. But see, these feminists fought so hard for this. Oh, let's be equal. So now men started entering women's sports and dominating women. And now they're whining about it. Well, that's what you wanted, wasn't it? What are you whining about now? Like, I don't understand this concept. Wanted equal rights? Well, there are equal lefts. Anyway, let's see. So it's the same, I guess. Only 3 votes were there anyway. Richard Brown. Hello, Richard. I've never seen you here before. Welcome. And Eastern European women are the best. I agree with you. Again, not to be biased because I'm Eastern European, I'm Ukrainian. But I don't know. I've never been to Asia. I've never been to India, so I can't talk. I can't talk about that. All I can tell you is what I've lived majority of my life at this point in the West. So I see the difference between the Eastern Europe and the Western society, right? I mean, I've been to friends, but I was a kid, so I really can't tell you on that. All I can tell you, I can see the big difference between Ukrainian or Polish women, because I've traveled a lot in Eastern Europe, playing basketball. So, and we all have the same mindset. Yeah, like I said, man is the head of the house. He makes the big decisions. What car to buy? What? Okay, maybe when it comes to the house, the woman has the last word, because she's the one who's gonna make it into a home. So yeah, but he makes the decisions. If the house is too expensive, or the maybe location is not convenient for him to go to work, whatnot, he will have the same. Okay, he will have the same. Okay, last word. Say not last word, right? Because if he's the one who's going to be providing for it, right? He's going to be the one buying it, then he should have always the last word, right? But again, the woman will be the one making it into a home. So again, in this situation, you have to compromise. But again, whether if he wants to buy himself a sports car as a second car, and he has the means for it, I have seen this video which blew my mind. Also, this pretty young couple, maybe late 20s, and they're driving down the road, and I guess they have a dash cam. I don't know if it's a skit. It didn't seem like it, because they were both pretty upset. I don't know, or maybe they should get an Oscar. But anyway, so they're driving, and she gives him an ultimatum because he has a sports car, right? And she's like, "You have to sell it." He's like, "I'm not selling the car." And she's like, "Nah, it's me, either me or the car." Anyway, which is just stupid. But anyway, and it doesn't seem like they're broke, so he has the means to keep the car. And she's like, "It's either me." It's just the fudge of mentality this is, like, just to show the dominance over her man. She takes off her wedding ring and throws it out on the street, and they're driving fast on a highway or something. It's like, just threw away the wedding ring, like the engagement ring, and it was a pretty big one too. I was like, what the hell? Like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like, just, I just see again. And I know you're gonna say, by the way, and hello. Um, I know we're gonna say, don't talk about Western women, but I will. There, there you are. Like, doo. There you are. That's you. There's your butt. There's your naked butt. Doo. Anyway, so yeah, I was thinking, like, imagine, so he spent like tens of thousands of dollars on that ring, and she just threw it out the window. Yeah, this would not fly with the Eastern European man. She would be flown out of that car while it's moving to go and fetch it. Like, what kind of behavior is that? Like, so that I do understand Western men, they're just so tired of being, and again, modern Western women. I'm pretty sure they're Ukrainian. Well, like I said, I watched this. It's mostly younger generation. Anyway, okay, let's see. Hello, Info Seeker. Hi from Tampa, Florida. I know, Alan. Yes, how's Tampa, Florida? I'm glad you live in Florida, not in California right now with those fires and stuff. Hello, Watchman 777 or 777 Watchman Russ. Yes, I like fresh fruits and vegetables, lean meat. Yes, I take vitamins. Really don't eat processed foods. Lean meat, yeah. You know what? A little bit of fat in the meat is good too, but again, it has to be like organic meat as well. Preferably, because without all these hormone steroids that they pump into cows and pigs and all that. I don't really eat. I don't eat meat, but I wouldn't touch pork with it. Anyway, okay. I'm attracted to Ukrainian because of their traditional values. Thank you. Did you vote, Watchman? Vote on a poll, please. Um, okay. Hi, Anne. Hello. I am attracted to ladies in their 40s. Okay, that seems legit. We have beautiful women. I'm telling you. Again, I'm not being biased here. I'm telling you because I was looking at the ladies on their website, which is matchguarantee.com/register. Register for free. Check them out. You don't even actually have to register. You can just look at the pictures before even registering. But register, you can register for free anyway. And the ladies, the older they get, the better they look. And I'm not joking. That's what my man was saying. He's like, "Holy, what? This woman's 50?" And I'm like, well, yeah, it looks like she's 50. He's like, "Oh my gosh, she looks like she's in her mid 30s." Okay. Yeah. The poll on my feed doesn't seem to want to let me vote. What? I voted earlier. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I think it's all done. I don't know why it happened. It happened before the poll stopped working, before you even the podcast started. Sorry guys. I guess you have to log in a little bit earlier. Don't be so lazy. If I can get out this early and look this good for you, I'm just busting your nuggets. Anyway, yes, I can't want this seem okay. No, it's not even working here, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, I tried organic food too. From okay, I do. Oh, there you go. It popped up again. Popped up again, you guys. It started working. I guess the IT person is watching and they fixed it up. It just popped up. Please vote again. Okay? Please vote. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba. So back to organic food. Yes, I've been doing a lot of studies and, well, not studies, I suppose, but researches about organic foods here, and it's all BS. Okay, this organic food is crap. It still has all sorts of crap in it. So nothing here is really organic unless you grow it yourself. And then from what I learned, I don't know if you but if you know, because I know you have a farm, right? I don't know what you grow, but I know in BC, it was many years ago, I was reading because I was into, like, I my honestly my retirement plan is not even retirement plan. It's my plan within the next, let's say, 10 years tops. I want to have an acreage where I grow my organic food, that I live off the grid. I live off the grid, and I uh, really just go into the city to buy the essentials from Costco, Walmart, whatever. Like, but I want to buy the food. Yeah, the votes, yes on poll. Yes, yes. I said, polls are working. So please, 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 before I leave, because I'm gonna leave in about 10 minutes, right? So please vote, so we know what you guys think. Um, okay, so the question is again, why do Western men come to Ukraine for a wife? Number one, traditional values. Number two, beauty and femininity. Number three is family-oriented mindset. And number four, disappointment with Western women. All right, so now it goes traditional values 40%, beauty and femininity 40%, and 20% for family-oriented mindset. Well, I guess kind of traditional values and family-oriented is kind of the same thing here, because that's our traditional values. So anyway, so yeah, that's, like I said, that's my goal. And in Ukraine, even when you live in the city, a lot of people have a little piece of land somewhere, like in the village, out of town, where they go, like in the summertime. They go, and then they go every weekend. They water, they plant this, that. So yeah, so they like, we like fresh food. We like fresh foods. We love it. We love cooking. Like, I've never met a Ukrainian woman that does not know how to cook. I've met Russian women that know how to cook, don't like to cook. I've met one Russian woman. She knows how to cook, but still not good at it. I don't know. And then again, my sister, she knows how to cook, but she has no, like, her food has no flavor at all. Like, she does not use any spices, any salt or pepper. It all tastes like kind of like cardboard. And then again, she grew up here, so I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's see. Okay. And okay, so and I am Jenya, I am supporting positive feminism at professional level through organization known he for she and 100 women in finance. Okay, equality and diversity for women to grow to be the best version of themselves. Yeah. Okay. Again, when if we go to the professional aspect of feminism, number one, the reason why men get paid more for the same job is because on average men work about 44 hours, where women work about 30, 32 to 33 hours. These are facts. Okay. So they can make the same, they can get the same, per hour, uh, what's the what I'm looking for? Wage. There you go. Sheesh. Brain constipation. Anyway, so but then if they work less, then of course they're gonna get paid less. And then again, and most jobs, I actually seen this another podcast where uh I forget what the name of the podcast, but anyway, so the wife of one of the podcast members, she comes sometimes, and she pointed it out. Within 100 years, the women always had the same jobs: a nurse, a teacher, like a secretary, this kind of stuff, a cleaner, a cook, something like that. 100 years we had, and then so how many years the liberated and now the equality, women still hold the same jobs. Like, do you see how many police officers compared to women police officers compared to male police officers? What about firefighters? 99.9% of them are males. Okay. How many females do you see working on oil rigs? The whole entire infrastructure of our lives is built by men. That's why they get paid more. Women pick the easiest jobs, the office job. You don't see women doing plumbing. You don't see women doing being mechanics. So yes, men should get paid more because men, in the end, they're the providers. And if a woman leaves the man, he's paying her alimony, he's paying for the child support. Okay, so men should get paid more. So I don't know, like, it's your opinion, yes, okay, but I don't believe that women should get paid more for a job they don't do as efficiently as men. Because if that was the case, if women say, well, we get paid less, like, then why don't the companies just hire all women and pay them less? You know how many businesses went out of business because they hired only women? Next episode, I will come and I will actually search those businesses, because I watched these this one company decided to hire all women. Within a month, they went bankrupt, and that's it. The business closed. Okay. So again, I'm all about equal rights. Okay, women should be able to go vote. Yes, and all this stuff. Women, like, what I don't understand this. Like, oh, would women have the same rights? Well, they wanted the same rights, and now the men started entering women's sports, and they're complaining about it. It's not fair. Well, you wanted equal rights, then what are you complaining about? Okay, I'm not. I'm not with this movement at all whatsoever. I just don't understand that, because I just don't. Because, like I said, because men doing all the hard jobs, men for the most part paying all the bills. So to me, it's men should get paid more. Okay, so let's see. And Wanjania, you forgot number 6. They don't have choice because they don't want to raise their standards. In the West, keep blaming Western women troll of the day. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Just in the West, it's just like I said. Ever since this feminism movement started, men started being emasculated, and women. That's what happened, and that's why the marriages are failing, because the women want to wear the pants in the marriage, in the household, and it just doesn't really work, does it? The proof is in the pudding. Hello. Okay. On the women wages, we're encouraging CEO implement equal remuneration. Okay, remuneration. There we go. As well as hire more women executive. There's plenty of women executives. Again, women are not as assertive as men. So when it comes to being the president and the CEO, men are more assertive than women. Even though I know some lawyers that are like pit bulls on crack. You don't want to mess with those women. But on average, man is more assertive than a woman. Okay? But then again, you say that I see women sacrificing, that they become this all aggressive, very aggressive women, they go getters, this, that. They can't find a husband that wants to be with them because they're too assertive. They're not feminine at that point. So, women, like modern women right now, they have to choose. Do I want to be successful and make shitloads of money and be this big boss lady, or do I want a man who loves me, who wants to be with me, who's a real man, not a cis man? Because those two realities cannot coexist. If you want to be the boss lady, you can't be feminine at home. That just does not work. If you just boom 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 at work, you're telling people what to do, you automatically drag this back to when you come home. You tell your husband what to do, and then and in the end the husband is like, oh crap, like I just want to be home in peace with my woman, to be warm and cuddly and loving and feminine, but then she just bosses me around. This is why they go and they start cheating, because they just want to be heard. They want this feminine touch, not another dude telling him what to do, another dude with hoo-ha between her legs. This is my point, is you can't be the boss lady and feminine at the same time. That business you said bankrupt because they don't run the company finance correctly, not because of hiring more women. I'm telling you, that particular business happened, like actually three. I'll look him up in next podcast, next Saturday. I will tell you the names of it and how fast they went bankrupt. These bastards funded feminism only because it would produce secondary tax base. Oh, okay. Okay, due to breakup of American Family Unit, due to divorces. Yeah, that's true. You can see this great movie called On the Basis of Sex. Basis of Sex. Okay. I will look it up because I want to watch it now. I do. Okay. Let's see. Virginia, even during the war in Ukraine, now Ukrainian women that move to the West want to be the best. Yes. Yes, they do. Western women, for the most part, is a big turn off the feminism. I don't care how pretty they are not attractive to me. I hear that from a lot of men, watchmen. Honestly, I do. And yes, I see the gorgeous women, beautiful, beautiful women, but it's that masculine personality they have, that's a turn off for men, because men are supposed to, they're supposed to be the masculine, creatures. And the women's supposed to be feminine. That's why we have different kind of bodies. We have wider hips, smaller waist. We don't have big shoulders like men do. It's in our, like, in biology alone. That's why we're more emotional than men. Men are strong creatures. They don't cry. I mean, yeah, some men cry. Nothing wrong with it. Once in a while, it's okay to be vulnerable. Like Irina had that podcast, I think it was last week, and talking about men being vulnerable. Again, I wouldn't mind if my man had to cry. When his mother passed away, I wanted him to cry, but he didn't. I've never seen this man cry in my life, and he's been going through a lot of stuff in his life and dealing with it, and he's a strong man, and I admire him for that. I've never seen my grandpa cry. I've never seen my dad cry. I've never seen my brother cry. I've never seen any man in my life cry, other than my ex, but those were crocodile tears, every time after abuse and I was about to leave. Then yeah, that's BS. But I've never seen a real man cry, but so yes, and women are emotional creatures. Our hormones once a month go, out of whack. So yeah, and this is why we need the strong man to, take us, hug us, pat us on the head, whatever. Give us a kiss, give us a hug, calm us down. Here, I'm here for you. I'm the strong one here. But if it's the other way around, it's just weird. Anyway. Okay, but okay, even doing okay, yeah, I did that. Sorry about that. Anyway, Western women, for the most part. Oh yeah, I did this one too. Okay. I think you just focus on negativity that your belief. No, I'm just telling you the difference. And it's not what's negative. Okay, it's not me being negative. It's me just stating the facts. That this is why a lot of marriages fail, because when a woman is masculine, the man cannot put up with it for too long. The dynamics in the family won't work. It's not being negative. That's me just stating the facts, what's happening. Anyway, you guys, I got to go. It's already, I'm over time, 7 minutes. Hello, I gotta work. I got to work. I got to go grocery shopping. I got to make dinner, marinated chicken, I still have some mashed potatoes left over, yeah, salads and all this kind of stuff, and then maybe whip up some dessert too. All right, thank you guys for being here. Let me just play the last video for you guys, as I always do. Where is it? Oh, right here. Okay, you guys, thank you again for joining me. I really like to have discussions with myself, reading your comments. Thank you for the polls. Okay, before I leave, so the polls are, so traditional values is 43%, beauty and femininity is 43%, and family-oriented mindset is 14%. Disappointing with Western women is 0. All right, guys, thank you. Let me play this and have a good one.
Hi, guys. Say, have you ever wondered how us, beautiful Ukrainian women, rate you? Well, now you can go calculate your score at yoursmv.com.
All right, guys. Bye.